Well, speaking of open doors, Brian, I mentioned earlier in the program that we had an important announcement to make, and Brian, as we know, love you so much, Brian. He's been co-hosting for 10 years, isn't that right? 10 and a bit, I would say, of the 700 Club Canada. You have been really an anchor to this ministry. Your leadership and voice across our nation has gone into obviously millions of homes, and there are many people who love you dearly, including myself. And so we're letting you know that Brian is wrapping up this season and finishing well, because that's who you are. You're wrapping this up because, you know, there's so many things that God has called you to. You're not stopping, are you? You're keeping on going, but we are sad to see you leave us, Brian.
Well, you know what? God bless you, my friend. You know, to everything, there is a season. And, you know...
As you reflect back, what are your thoughts over these years?
The family more than anything, you know, just being able, the birthday wishes and everything that you guys send on a regular basis has been just phenomenal. But, you know, and seeing you on the street and coming up, you know, I just had an opportunity to talk to Bernadette, and she came in, she said, "It's you." Give me the bump, even with the social distance, you know. But just the love of the brethren and the love of the saints. And I just love this nation so much and what God is doing and what he's calling us to and the potential.
Well, you are an important voice in this nation, and this is not the only thing you do, Brian. I mean, you lead a church, and I know you're willing to stand up on the rooftop, literally, and preach from the rooftop, right? You told me you guys are pressing on. Of course, you're a great leader there and have been a voice in our nation for many years, and your start to finish charity, massive charity that you are reaching the needs of children all across our nation. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, you know what? The Lord, he says, when you take care of the least of these, my brethren, you are giving to me. And it's been one of those things, you know, in the background. You know, Lori, I spent enough time playing professional football where people were looking and touting what I was doing. In this season, I just want to be God's hands and feet and his mouth. And, you know, the gospel is a big part of everything that I breathe and everything that I say. So, you know, with kids, I believe that they don't have a choice. So taking care of the most vulnerable in our community is not something that we do because we have to, but I do it because I have to. And that's good religion.
You must do it. Well, I love you, Brian.
Love you.
I love your heart for the gospel and for our nation. So we wish you well and we thank you. This isn't the end, though. We're going to be doing some tributes. We're going to be talking. You're going to be hearing from people. But we wanted to let you know, and you need to send your love to Brian. Give this man lots of love. We'll be right back.